Hello, hello. We're here. It is such a dreary day outside right now. It didn't start raining until probably about an hour or so ago. Like as soon as I got Allison off the bus, like it started raining. It was insane. All right. Today we're making something pretty awesome. I am very excited. We're making a coconut curry ramen. This is not something I have made before, so we get to figure it out together. All right, so first of all, I have some olive oil kind of heating up here in this pot. I have another pot over here with just water that's getting ready to boil because I'm making some plain spaghetti for Allison. She's getting some of this as well, but she is also going to have some spaghetti on the side because I know she will eat noodles with butter and Parmesan cheese, by the way. So yes. All right, I just put some garlic in the pot here, and that's going to cook a little bit. Let me grab a spoon. Okay, so the recipe is in the description. Now let's read it for a second. Okay, in a large pot, whisk, I need some curry paste, curry powder, the oil, garlic and ginger. Okay, so let me grab this curry paste. Let me show you what I have, by the way. I just now opened it. Oh, that's not a tablespoon. But I got this at Jungle Jim's a couple months ago, last time we went. This stuff right here. I usually get the red curry paste, but my sister said that this kind was really good too. And it smells just like the red curry paste. So I'm going to take about a tablespoon of that. We're going to add it in there. And what did I say? Curry powder. Lots and lots of curry powder, please. So about a tablespoon of that, it says. I love my curry powder, by the way. Okay, there's that. And then it says ginger. Now it said to use fresh ginger, but I never keep fresh ginger. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of that. Is that, okay, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Penang? Yes, that is the curry paste that I have. I heard that it's really, really good. Let me stir that just a tiny bit. Let that cook. And then we'll add all the other stuff to it. We have lots of friends. Roberta and Maggie, Lucretia, Carrie, and Cheryl are here. Hey. All right. While all this stuff is going on, okay, so this curry paste came in this giant bag right here, so I had to like squeeze it. So don't mind me if I chat and try to squeeze the rest of that out. All right, this is smelling amazing. I love curry spices. It's awesome. All right. Oh, yeah, I said it right. All right, cool. All right, awesome. So how is everybody doing? It's been a crazy couple of weeks, but thankfully this week is starting to slow down a little bit. The marathon's over, Allison's birthday parties are over, so now I finally get to just sit, recover, something like that, right? So this recipe, like I said, it's curry ramen. I am using 2 packages of ramen here. They're different brands, but they're still ramen. But what I'm doing is not using the seasoning packets. The seasoning packets tend to have a ton of sodium in them, so I will not be adding those, but just adding my own spices here and there. So that's cooked fairly well, so I need to add the vegetable stock, coconut milk, green onions, basically everything else. All right, so I like to use the Thai Kitchen unsweetened coconut milk. This one's my favorite because there's really no added stuff in it. So all of that is going in. So one thing that I didn't realize when I used coconut milk in the can for the first time is that you should really shake it before opening it and trying to pour it, because if not, you get that yummy coconut cream on the top, which is good, but it all gets stuck, like right there on the top. So you gotta shake it first to kind of get that all mixed up, and then you can pour it. And then, got some vegetable stock. Alright, awesome. Let's see. Come on now. Alright, awesome. So vegetable stock, and then I'll be adding the ramen, and then a couple other things. I gotta show you. I made, well, it wasn't really a mistake, it was just unfortunate circumstances. I bought mushrooms to go with this, some fresh white mushrooms. Well, I bought them last Friday because that's when I do my grocery shopping. And when I pulled them out just now to chop them up and stuff, they were not good. So I had to throw them away, but I'm gonna pivot because I found a part of a bag of some broccoli stir-fry veggies in the freezer. So I'm going to use this instead. Since it's frozen, I'm gonna go ahead and add it in. And that way it has time to cook a little bit. All right. Now what I need, I might wait a minute to let the vegetables kind of cook a little bit before I add the ramen, because I think the ramen only takes, what, like 2 minutes to cook, so I don't want it to get too soggy or anything, so I'm gonna wait. Let's see. I need to add the lime juice and the green onions. Okay, we can do this. And it serves four-ish, so it looks like it's gonna make huge bowls. So that's awesome. All right, so now I need to add green onions. We'll let that go. Okay, the water is getting ready to boil for Allison's spaghetti. All right, now, back in the day, I used to work at McDonald's, and I mean, so back when I worked there, way in the beginning, I could get free food on my breaks. So I would do that, but then I got tired of McDonald's. And I'm sure if any of you have worked fast food, you know that wherever you're working at, that food gets boring after a while. So I started to bring my own lunches. One of which was like those instant ramen bowls. So I would always get like the spicy chicken, and since we served hot tea, we had a little station for hot water. So I would just pour the hot water into that cup, and then there would be my lunch. I would sit for a minute, and then it'd be ready. So I ate that almost every day that I worked, I think, just because it was cheap, it was easy. So yeah. All right, let me pour some spaghetti in here. How much do we have? We have about enough for one serving, I think. Yeah. All right, cool. And my light just went out. That's okay. Anyway, so how many of you also have eaten ramen like on a regular basis? Crazy. Let's see. Yeah, broccoli is going to be a nice addition. Do I have the recipe written down? Look, let me check the description and see. Yeah, if you come down and like click on show more or whatever it shows on your phone. If you're on your phone, you'll see the recipe down there. So it is there. All right. Let me check this. It's going to take a minute for this curry to boil. I just turn the temperature onto high. So we'll let that sit, boil for a minute. The spaghetti is boiling. That'll take just a few minutes. Coconut curry with butternut squash and rice and chicken. Okay, you know, that sounds amazing. I'm gonna have to try that sometime soon because I am a huge fan of curry. Holy cow. All right, all that is cooking. I also have a bag of frozen edamame, and I left it out just to let it thaw a little bit. I think I'm supposed to add this at the end when I put in the ramen. That'll cook for 2 minutes. Then I add this and put it in for an extra 2 minutes. So I'm just letting it thaw so that it doesn't have to take as long to cook. Awesome. All right. Oh man. Anna is here. Hey. Mexico City. Awesome. All right. Crystal is here too. Hey. All right. So this is getting ready to boil. Now, like I said, I will not be using the seasoning packets from this. However, I do have some salt and pepper. I don't think, well, the vegetable broth might have a little bit of salt in it. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit. And then we'll add some pepper too. Let that boil. So yeah, like I said, the mushrooms did not work out well. And so I added a little bit of my stir fry veggies. You can add whatever you want. I mean, curry, you could do basically anything. I added the broccoli, which also had some carrots, I think. So carrots are a good option, cauliflower, maybe even zucchini. This recipe called for some bok choy, which I never used before, so I didn't buy it. I figured that what we had here would be enough. But I'm willing to try it eventually. And it's really quick cooking too. I mean, once this starts boiling, the rest of it cooks for a couple minutes and then it's done. So this could easily be like a good 20-ish minute dinner, which is amazing. Have any of you, or are any of you fans of curry? Whenever I go to a Thai restaurant, that is mainly the only thing I get. Although a couple weeks ago, John and I had a lunch date. We went to a Thai restaurant and I ended up getting their drunken noodles. And that was really, really good. It was one of the first times I've actually ever ventured away from curry. I usually get the red curry. It's just so, so good. Along with the big bowl of rice that goes with it. It is perfect. All right. There's that. All right, so listen, I posted something on Instagram earlier today, and I'm issuing this challenge to you all as well. So I have been very burnt out recently, and I think a lot of it is because of recovering from the marathon and then planning Allison's birthday parties. So now my brain is like in recovery mode. And I've been so unmotivated these past couple weeks. And I realized a lot of it was because I always do meal prep on Sundays, right? Well, the past 3 Sundays, I've been so busy. I have not done any kind of meal prep at all. So when I don't do my meal prep, I mean, my routine is shot, right? If I don't have breakfast ready, I don't know what to eat for breakfast. If I don't have like my vegetables cut up, I don't know how I'm going to spend that extra whatever time making all that for dinner. So I decided I am hosting just, a mini challenge, I guess. I'm challenging myself and all of you to pick at least one thing this weekend that you're going to prep. And it could be as simple as making a batch of pancakes, or it could be chopping up some vegetables for snacks for the week, or maybe even like making some muffins for breakfast or snacks. I know that when I have stuff ready for me to eat, my week just goes by so much easier. So much easier. So, if you want to join me, let me know. Comment down here. Tell me, are you in? And if so, what do you want to make, or what are you going to make this weekend that will make your life easier? So my goal this weekend is to make a batch of waffles, and I'm also going to make like 2 or 3 jars of overnight oats for me. So okay, here's what the edamame looks like. A side note, by the way, I bought the one kind that is shelled. Because the last time I bought edamame, it was already in the shell, And I didn't realize you had to take these out of the shells before you could eat them. I put it in like a regular curry, and I took a bite of it before I realized that's like really tough. Did I not cook it enough? But no, you're not supposed to eat the shell. Oh man, that was a rough lesson, but I learned. All right, so this is actually almost done. The ramen itself only takes a couple minutes to boil, which is nice. So I just need to let that sit for another couple of minutes. It's basically like a soup in there. Did I add everything that I needed? I had, yep, the edamame, ramen, lime juice, salt. It's boiling. All right, well that's good. Let me check on this spaghetti here for Allison. That looks pretty good. Give me just a second here. I'm going to drain this and add it right back. Alright, there we go. Whew, that's kind of hot. So yeah, Allison likes her spaghetti with Parmesan cheese and butter. It's one of her favorites. Alright, I see baked oatmeal and maybe instant pot penne. Yes. Okay, so the best part, you made a really good point. This is something I'm going to be talking about in a couple of future videos, because when I do meal prep, I follow a 3-step process. And those 3 steps are baking, cooking, and chopping. You do them in that specific order, because the idea is you put your baking stuff in the oven first. So the baked oatmeal probably takes like 40 minutes or so to bake. While that's baking, you can do your cooking. So in your case, the instant pot penne, you put whatever it is that you need to put in there. It probably doesn't take all that long to cook, less time than the baked oatmeal. So that's your cooking. And then in between that cooking time, you still have a little bit of extra time, like time pockets. So you can chop up some vegetables. That's chopping. Any carrot sticks or like lettuce for salads, broccoli, that sort of thing. That's when you would do your chopping. So when I follow those 3 steps, that helps me to stay within my like 1 hour of meal prep. I typically don't go over an hour. So in 1 hour, you can do a lot of things if you try to work in those time pockets. That is my major tip for you. So I think this actually might be done. I don't want it to sit too long and have the ramen get all soggy on me, but I think the vegetables are cooked. It looks amazing. All right. So we let it sit there for just a second. Let me try and get my life together over here. Make some space. Then we'll be ready to go. I'm super excited about this. It is smelling amazing. Vegetables, what are those? Oh, well, let me tell you. Let's see, prep marinated tofu and freeze it. That sounds really good too. That is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna do waffles. I'm gonna make some overnight oats, which I love the overnight oats. You can mix the oats with milk and Greek yogurt for some extra protein. I usually put cocoa powder and peanut butter, mix it all together. A little bit of either honey or maple syrup or something. So yeah. Connie is here, hey! I made a spinach ramen with curry, coconut, and tofu. That sounds really good. All right, here we go. We've got our curry. I am excited to try this, by the way. So let me kind of dish out a little bit here. Maybe not take the entire packet of ramen. But see, that's the problem, is that the noodles are so long. Oh my gosh. All right, so let me get some of this broth in here too. All right, so the serving is more than this. I just wanted to put it inside the bowl real quick so that we can try it, let it cool off a tad bit here, and then I will pour the rest into the bowl and enjoy it. But holy cow, this is amazing. All right, let's see. Got to give it a second here and Let me try. It's so awkward to eat noodles like on camera because you're like trying to slurp and it just doesn't look very pretty. So I'm trying to get a tiny bit of noodle here so I don't look too awkward, which, I mean, I'm always awkward, so I don't know why I'm trying. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try it. I gotta be careful though. I burned the inside of my mouth today eating like a microwave dinner, and it still hurts. Oh man. Okay. It's definitely spicy from the curry paste and the curry powder. It is perfectly seasoned. And you know, I kind of prefer the ramen noodles over like rice. I think I'm gonna buy some more packets of ramen just so I can like add it to things like this. That is amazing. All right, I highly recommend adding ramen to your stuff. So that's delicious. This is gonna serve 4 of us, so yay for leftovers tomorrow. Awesome. Yay! All right, so that was a success. I'm super excited. So like I said, the recipe is in the description. So make sure you go print that out and make it. Highly recommend it. If you're not a fan of spice, maybe use a little bit less curry powder and curry paste. I probably could have added more. So yes, awesome. I ate it very pretty. Thank you. I try to be graceful at times. So enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm gonna go enjoy this. I will see you all later.